What a wild week one in the NFL. Now let's preview and talk some best bets for Monday Night Football. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven. Wow, oh wow, was that a crazy week one in the NFL? We're excited to talk about it. This is our first Sunday night recap video, so I'm going to let you guys know what we're talking about in this video. We also have that $40 giveaway. That's right, we do have a winner. Stay tuned. We will announce that here in a little while. But in this video, guys, here's what we're going to go over. We're going to go over that bets recap. I had a ton of bets between player props, anytime touchdown, game bets, all that. We'll go over how we did there. I'm going to give you the 5 takeaways that I have from week one. It may be for your favorite team, and you may not like it, but you know what? That's right. We're going to talk some football. And then we're going to end it with the Monday Night Football preview, and I have 2 best bets for the Bills and Jets game, which should be a great game. It's going to be fun. We're going to keep it short, hopefully, and we're going to tidy it up, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But our schedule, just so you guys know going forward, Sunday nights are the night we're going to film these recap videos, maybe a few takeaways, and then talk about Monday Night Football. Our Wednesday night videos that come out late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, those will have the game bets for the entire week one. They will also preview and give out bets for Thursday, any research help, all that kind of stuff. And then, as you know, that Friday night video will be just player props for week one. That's a ton of fun. Maybe some fantasy help and things like that. But that's what we got going on for NFL season. That was a lot of fun. Man, did I love and miss football. That is for sure. So here we go. Let's start it out by going over that bets recap. There it is, guys. A lot going on here, okay? So let's start with my bets. 2-1, and we had some sweaty ones. The Buccaneers +6. Man, I had some people commenting how bad the Bucs are and how good the Vikings are. It didn't happen. The Bucs just won outright against Minnesota. We'll talk about that. The teaser was just a no-go from the beginning. Cleveland was easy leg, but Pittsburgh got absolutely routed. And then Titans +3. Holy crap. 16-15 Saints. If they don't get a first down, they kick a field goal with like a minute left, but they got the first down and kneeled. And I covered the +3, thank goodness. Ryan took a chance with Panthers money line. 24-10, I think they lost. They were in it for most of the game, and then Bryce Young and that Carolina Panthers offense just couldn't get anything going. But Jaguars -5, that was a wild back-and-forth game, but the Jaguars pulled away at the end and covered the 5. Anytime touchdowns. Lockett, he had 2 targets in the end zone, 2 that both hit his hands. It was well defended, so he didn't come down with them, unfortunately, but that was close. He left for a little while with injury, but then came back. Juwan Johnson, not a lot of offense in that game, and he did not get a touchdown. I don't know if he had a chance in the end zone or not on that one. But John Robinson, though, man, is he a stud. Did you guys see his touchdown he scored? Holy cow. He has some talent, that's for sure. So we hit that one. Player props went 2-2. Deshaun Watson over 23.5 rush yards. That was easy. I mean, easy. Got that pretty early in the game. Joe Burrow over a half interception. I almost bet his under pass yards, and instead I went with a half an interception. Unfortunately, I was sort of right because I knew that they would struggle right out of the gate, but he didn't throw a pick for me, so I lost the bet, so it doesn't really matter. J.K. Dobbins, that was a debacle. He left, and he may have torn his Achilles. That guy just can't stay healthy, man. I don't know what it is. So I don't know if he would have got there. It was just not pretty. The Ravens offense just did not look that good, especially in the first half. And then Eckler over 31.5, a big reception for like 25-something yards in the second half really hit him, or really got him over the top to get us a winner. So 2-2 in the player props, 1-2 on the anytime touchdowns. And as you can see, me and Ryan together with 3-2 in our best bets for an overall record of 6-6. Pretty much freaking even for the weekend. So it is what it is. We're going to keep improving. And that's a lot of fun. That was a lot of bets, and we're probably going to be giving out a decent amount of bets every weekend because I love player props. I love game bets. I love it all. So that is the bets recap. The only thing I don't want to talk about in this video is the freaking head-to-head matchup between me and Ryan, and that was a wild game. Let's talk about the $40 giveaway and who won that head-to-head matchup. All right, let's talk about this stupid head-to-head game that we had between me and Ryan. Man, oh man. Eagles, Patriots. 25-20. I had +4 and I lost. There were so many chances. It literally came down to a 2-point conversion with like 3.5, 4 minutes left. They got it. They would have been down 3. They call holding, bring it back, did not get the 2-point conversion. And then they had another chance at the end of the game to get it. It was a toe tap. He could not get the second toe down to have a first down, I think, on the Patriot or the Eagles, like 15-yard line or 10 or somewhere. I don't remember where it was. Close. But there were so many chances. This game started out 16-0 Eagles within a few minutes because of a pick six by Mac Jones and a kickoff or a kick return fumble. Literally handed them 14 points, or maybe 16. Sorry, obviously. That was absolutely brutal. And then the Patriots dominated the Eagles for a while. I had so many people saying, "What do you think?" And the Eagles are going to rout them, guys. It was all because of turnovers. Without turnovers, the Patriots outplayed them. They out-yarded them 382 to 251. The Eagles' offense looked lost for a little while, to be honest with you. They had a chance. It was a great read. I love it. But you know what? Good reads don't always mean you win. I'm not making excuses, but I'm just saying starting out 16-0 is hard. I just brought on Ryan for this segment so he can just, gloat and talk about how good he was. Congrats, Ryan. We're going to announce that winner here in a second, but congrats to you.
Thank you. Right when it got to 16-0, I was like, man, this is going to be an easy cakewalk. And then you're right. Red zone was all over this game, and it was so tight. They got the 2-point conversion. I was like, are you kidding me? I lost because of this? No, couldn't, because if they would have got that, the Eagles weren't trying to go down the field and score. So the Eagles weren't going to get any more points. So I was freaking scared and didn't think it was going to happen. Then I saw the penalty. He was like, okay, got a chance. Then they give him another chance. Like you were saying, man, just too many opportunities, one after another. But I love starting 1-0 against you. That just makes me feel so great.
Pisses me off, but you know what? I would have felt bad if you went 0-18. So I will let you go 1-17 this year. For those of you that backed me, I will be back. We got unlucky. We will be back. Don't worry for week 2. Now, you guys are
Mm-hmm.
probably saying, "Shut the hell up and tell me if I won $40 or not." The giveaway winner for the $40 on Team Ryan is at Why So Serious 9216. A lot of people, bummer, I didn't win. Congrats to at Why So Serious
Yep.
9216. That is a ton of fun. We will be doing this again. Don't worry. But yeah, we're gonna do head to head every single week between me and Ryan. It's gonna be fun to talk about and go over. I thought I had that one, guys. Just a rough start by the Patriots. Holy cow! So Ryan, congrats. Thank you for not rubbing it in too much. I will be
Yep.
back with vengeance next week. So appreciate you popping on. Anything else you want to say before we get going?
Thanks everybody for backing Team Ryan, and congrats to the Why So Serious. By the way, that's a fantastic name. Rest in peace. If it is the Dark Knight, rest in peace, Heath Ledger playing the Joker. Just a great scene there. I bet Steven has no idea what we're talking about, but if that's what the name is for, that's a cool one. I love that one. But thanks for backing me, everybody, and congratulations on the $40.
The hell are you talking about? I have
Yep.
no idea what you're talking about.
See,
Okay,
knew it.
anyway, sci-fi crap or something again. All right. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. It's time to get
Yep.
into my five takeaways from week 1. All right, I got 5 takeaways from week 1 that I want to talk about a little bit. If you guys really don't want to hear about football talk and only want to get into Monday Night Football, you can fast forward, but let's talk some football. That's the fun part. So hopefully you guys can join me because I'm sure you guys have opinions about what you saw in week 1 too. So the first one, the Browns continue to dominate the Bengals. They are the Bengals' daddy, winning 5 of the last 6 games. No, sorry, 6 of the last 7 now, I believe it is. And it wasn't even close. Nick Chubb ran for 106 yards. Joe Burrow looked like he's never been a quarterback in the NFL before. 82 passing yards. It was 350 total yards to 142. It was just a blowout, really. They had no chance. Um, is it panic time in Cincinnati? Absolutely not. I mean, this Cincinnati team started at 0-2 last year and ended up in the conference championship. Burrow did not play like we talked about in preseason or anything like that. He will pick it up. This whole team will pick it up. They make good adjustments. Their D coordinator is excellent at making adjustments, especially at halftime. And their coach will just be completely fine. They've been down this road before. They're not panicking. It's not how you play at the beginning of the season. It's definitely at the end. So, but I will say the Browns did look pretty good. I don't know if they're as good as that score indicated, or if they just really dominate the Bengals because they just owned them. But we'll see. We'll find out about the Browns. But yeah, that was just a bad performance by the Bengals. Number 2 takeaway. I was a little down on the 49ers, and they absolutely shut me the hell up. I mean, they dominated the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the funny part is the Steeler fans, I saw some of them on our videos saying, they look so good in the preseason. We're going to be good. We got this and that. Guys, I'm here to tell you the preseason literally means nothing. And I mean nothing. It doesn't, as long as you don't have injuries, it doesn't mean anything. I don't think the Steelers are this bad, and I don't know if the 49ers are this good. But even though TJ Watt absolutely dominated, it did not matter. I think it was 30-7 final score. Ayuk, holy cow, what a game. He had 2 TDs right off the bat. McCaffrey dominated also, running the ball, catching it out of the backfield. Purdy, he did good. I wasn't expecting that after coming off of surgery and all that. He made the big throws. He had time. He had more time than Kenny Pickett did. I'll tell you that. The Steelers' offensive line still worries me. Najee Harris in the running game, it just hasn't been what I thought it was. I thought Najee Harris was going to come into the league and do really well, and he just wasn't. I mean, Jalen Warren out carried or out rush per carried him. Is that the thing? Last year, and Najee just doesn't look as explosive. I don't know what it is, guys, but I think the Steelers will be okay still, but the 49ers, man, they looked elite in week one. So that was my second takeaway. The third takeaway, the Vikings are who we thought they were. That's right, guys. The Bucks +6 was an easy winner. I told you guys in this earlier video, and I'm not saying I'm right because it's only 1 week. The Vikings could turn around. You never know. Again, it's 1 week. But they're like a 500 team to me. They got so lucky. We talked about all the one-score wins they had last year. How long until Justin Jefferson demands a trade? Seriously, this guy is the greatest receiver on planet Earth, and he did not look happy after what happened today. He had 9 catches for 150 yards, and the Vikings just find ways to lose. They had what, 3 turnovers, a couple fumbles by Kirk Cousins. It just wasn't pretty. Their defense still doesn't impress me. I know the Bucks didn't put up a ton of yardage on offense, but again, if you can't beat the Buccaneers at home with Baker Mayfield at quarterback, you got a problem. So their defense isn't good. Offense is still kind of streaky, in my opinion. So we'll see if they can get a running game going, but just not a good start. I do think the Vikings are around a 500 team this year. So next one. If I didn't mention this, you guys would get all over me, and I have to. The Seahawks did not look like the dark horse team that I thought they would be. It was bad, guys. I'm not going to make excuses. We did lose both of our starting tackles, and they left the game, and we couldn't do anything after that. But there's a lot more. We had more issues than just that, guys. I'm not gonna be lying here. 12 yards of offense in the second half. 12 freaking yards in the second half. It was just ugly. And our defense played that soft bull crap defense like we always do. We don't make it hard on opposing quarterbacks. We let Stafford sit back there all day. The middle of the field was wide open all day long. They had 2 receivers, Atwell and Nakua, which they each had 119 receiving yards. Atwell and Nakua, just 5-time Pro Bowl receivers, just studs. I mean, come on, guys. It was not very hard. We just sat back, let him catch it, we tackle him, gave up a ton of points, but it did make you realize that when Stafford is healthy, he's one of the better quarterbacks still. So that was pretty impressive without Cooper Kupp to come into Seattle and absolutely dominate us. The Mariners are fading. The Seahawks sucked week one. My world is crumbling in Seattle. No. But other than that, guys, I don't know what else to say. The Seahawks were just bad on both sides of the ball, and it was not pretty at all. So it's week one. Again, we usually improve our defense as the year goes on. You want to be playing better at the end of the year, but that wasn't good. The fifth and final one. The Bears still suck. Um, it's an overreaction, obviously. It's 1 week, but they suck and the Packers own them. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They absolutely own the Bears. I think Aaron Rodgers called him their daddy. And I just have so many problems with this Bears team right now. Their O-line still doesn't look that great. They were supposed to be improved. They struggled last year. If they can't figure out their O-line, I mean, they're just not going to do much on offense because Fields is not just an elite quarterback who knows how to get the ball out quick, who knows how to make reads and make accurate throws. He's not that kind of guy. If he's just running for his life, it might not be pretty. So, but other than that, I mean, if you do look at Fields' stats, by the way, the passing stats and overall stats, they were kind of padded in the fourth quarter and they're losing by a lot. Jordan Love did well. I didn't leave the game thinking, wow, Jordan Love is the man. But he did well. He took care of the ball. He had no turnovers. I think he had 3 touchdown passes. He had more time in the pocket, that's for sure. Bears didn't get a ton of pass rush either, which doesn't help. So I think the Packers just dominated him in the trenches on both sides of the ball. So nice win by the Packers. Bears still got a long ways to go. An honorable mention one. The Dolphins and Chargers still know how to play offense and still have no freaking clue how to play defense. That was just crazy. It was a fun game to watch. It was wild. Tua went absolutely ballistics. This reminds me of last year when the Dolphins went crazy the first part of the year, went like 3-4-0. I don't know exactly how they started out the year. Their offense was just flying high, and then Tua got hurt, and then when he came back, it was kind of slowed down. But I don't know what's going to happen now, but that was a good win by the Dolphins, and these two teams got to figure out ways to play a little bit of defense. And Justin Herbert, still, if you look at his record, he's not a winning quarterback in the NFL. He just doesn't get it done. It's not all his fault, but it's just the fact. So, all right, that was a lot of fun. I like talking just sports in general. So Those are my 5 takeaways from week 1. Now let's get into the Monday Night Football preview. It is time for Monday Night Football, baby. That's right, the Bills and the Jets. Before we talk about this game, I wanted to also mention any takeaways you had or strong opinions from week 1 or what you saw. Leave a comment below because I just want to talk football and it's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure to do that. But in this game, we got the Bills now down to -2 in New York. Over under 45.5. I have 2 best bets for you in this game, but before we get into that, this is a crazy game to start out, guys. We are going to find out if the Jets, are they for real or are they not? We'll see. They were just on Hard Knocks. Usually Hard Knocks teams don't do very well, but this is going to be a battle. Last year, these two teams, 20-12 Bills and 20-17 Jets were the 2 games. So you're going to have an idea where I'm going just based on how many points are there. But the real question is, leave a comment below. Is this the start of where the Jets take over this division? Or is this still the Bills division? Because it seems like a lot of people are giving up on the Bills and are very high on this Jets team with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, who didn't even take the Packers last year to a winning record. Yes, this Jets defense is much better. That is their strength of their team. But first game against Buffalo, it's going to be interesting to see. So I'm excited for this game. Hopefully way better than the Sunday night game, which just ended, by the way. That's why we didn't talk about it as a takeaway. But the Cowboys absolutely routed the Giants. That was wild. Very impressive by America's freaking team. All right, let's get into the bets, though. My first best bet is a player prop in this game, and it is Josh Allen over 35.5 rushing yards at -115 on FanDuel. He's a freight train when he is running, guys. Here's the thought process on this one. He's going to have a hard time throwing the ball because everybody does against the Jets. He did last year. In order to move the ball, he knows he has to run the ball. He has to. And when he starts running downhill, he is tough to stop. I'm not going to lie. He went over this total in 11 games last year. In the 2 games versus the Jets last season when he struggled to pass, 10 carries for 47 yards and 9 carries for 86 yards. He went over this easily in both games versus the Jets. And I just think he's going to have to use it. I mean, to be honest, they're going to have some design runs. He's going to just have to take off if he gets some pressure. And so I love Josh Allen to go over 35.5 rushing yards on FanDuel. It might be like 36 or 37.5 on DraftKings. I think he gets 40 plus. I'm going to be honest with you. So hopefully we can hit 2 QB rushing props. That Deshaun Watson was a nice one earlier. Let's see if we can hit another one. But my second bet, it's a game bet. It's not a side though. It is the under 45.5 at -110. I know unders suck. I get it, guys. There's a lot of unders in week 1 though. There's a lot of not the Dolphins game. But there's a lot of teams that were struggling, a lot of sloppy play. I just think that's how it goes early on in the year. But as I previously mentioned, 32 points and 37 total points. They didn't even get close to, oh, well, that's close, but they didn't even hit 40 in either of those 2 games. I know it's Aaron Rodgers, not Zach Wilson at quarterback. I get it. These 2 teams know each other very well. I don't expect Aaron Rodgers in this offense to just come out humming their first game. This is his first new team in 20 years or something. I mean, I just don't see how Rodgers is going to come out and just dominate the Bills defense out of nowhere. He could prove me wrong, but we'll see. And then this Jets defense, I mean, it is as good as it gets, guys. This is freaking good. Quinnen Williams and those boys on the D line, they are no joke. They held Josh Allen last year to 147 and 205 passing yards in those 2 games. That is pretty impressive. They know how to stop this Bills offense. The Bills defense knows how to slow down the Jets. I just think it's going to be kind of a chess match in the first half, and then maybe the offenses get going a little bit in the second half, but I don't think we get close to 45.5. I see like a 20-17 game, to be honest with you, in this one. I could be way wrong. Maybe they come out just absolutely firing on all cylinders because it is 2 good quarterbacks, so it is a little risky taking it under. But divisional unders were very profitable the last couple of years. I don't have the numbers with me right now, but we talked about it last season. So give me the under 45.5 as my second best bet for this game. All right, guys, that's right. We're ending week 1. We got baseball all week still, which has just been brutal. It's tough. Baseball is tough, but we got about another month left of that or 3 weeks. And we're diving into NFL. This is going to be a lot of fun. Every Sunday night, we're going to do these recap and Monday Night Football previews videos, and then Wednesday night game bets, Friday night player props, all every week, all season long. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Dropping some college football bets for everyone to see in the Discord. Not as researched, don't have as much time, but just giving some opinions there. So if you're not a part of that Discord, by the way, go join it. Link is below. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. We hit 6,000 subscribers. You guys are freaking awesome. I appreciate all the support. Let's keep winning together. We'll talk to you later.